Hey everyone. Good morning. It is Monday morning. I'm here alone. Madison went back to his group home rather reluctantly, I have to say. Poor thing. He was not a happy boy. And I don't blame him because it's quiet here with just the two of us and he gets pretty much spoiled. So why wouldn't he like that? I am making bulletproof coffee this morning. I do almost every morning. Once in a while, I will just throw a little cream in there and forget about it. But typically, it's bulletproof all the way. And can I just say that I absolutely love my new coffee pot. It does a whole pot as well as a pod. And I hemmed and hawed. The one my friend gave me stopped working, and it was used, so I wasn't too concerned about it. And I tossed it. This one is really nice, and I have never bought an actual coffee maker of my own. This is the first one. The last one was a hand-me-down from my mom, who didn't drink coffee, not brewed coffee, and it wasn't considered coffee by most coffee standards. It was more like chemicals in a cup, and I used to call it that. From 2005. God only knows how long she had it before then, because she rarely used it. She used to use instant coffee and Splenda and powdered El Cheapo coffee mate. Yeah. Mom. No. And stuff like that is what put her in an early grave, knowing what I know now. She died at 72 back in 2011, and it broke my heart. But you know, the one thing I've learned is that you can't save people from themselves. They have to want it. They have to want to make the change. They have to want to do better. They have to want to chase that. Because if they don't want it, it doesn't matter how much you want it for them. All right. And the pod part of it I use for tea. And I love hot tea in the wintertime. Starting like now. And I can brew that by the cup and not use the microwave. I'm really, really, really trying hard to get away from using the microwave. In my wellness journey. So, there you go. I'm going to brew the coffee. And while the coffee's brewing, I'm going to prepare the blender with salt, butter, the essentials of Bulletproof, I knew as soon as I closed the windows up in my house I was going to be in trouble with allergies. Because as much cleaning as I've done, I haven't done this apartment. This apartment is like a dust magnet. It was really good for Madison to be home this weekend. Halloween weekend. He doesn't really like Halloween. He tried turning all the lights off at 6 o'clock. I'm like, we don't need to give out candy, but we don't need to go turn the lights out and go to bed at 6 p.m. at night either, Madison. He's so funny. In a little dish, like a little ramekin dish, I'm putting 2 cracked eggs raw in there because that's what's going to go in my coffee instead of coffee cream or milk, because I am reducing my dairy intake. It's wreaking havoc with my body right now. I'm still trying to fix the whole 9 months of antibiotics issues with reducing any food that causes mold in my system. So, in the blender I have my butter and salt. Coffee is coming out like it's supposed to. We're gonna add a few drops to Thieves to this. I swear by this stuff. I need to get my hands on a couple of small glass spray bottles. I want to make a throat spray, which is really good this time of year, because I get that between the ragweed and the house being closed up. Gotta take care of the old throat. And Thieves is ingestible, by the way, not just for cleaning toilets. All of the herbs in the Thieves blend are really good for boosting your immune system. And I have used it through the whole pandemic, starting when I started as a Young Living distributor in June. And have not stopped. I drink it in my coffee. I diffuse it in the air. I clean my clothes with it. I clean the apartment with it. I disinfect everything with it. I keep a spray bottle in my pocket or in my purse for my job. So every time I go to the store, spoosh, 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 give it a little wipe on the grocery cart handle, my phone, the toilet seats. Because women are gross. They do gross shit in the bathroom. I don't understand that. They're worse than guys, I think. I've never been in a guy's bathroom unless I've had to be in there to fish my kid out or something. Overall, no. I stay out of the men's bathrooms. The women's are bad enough. So, we are gonna put the coffee in here, and we're gonna pop the lid on and give it a whirl, and then we're gonna add the eggs very slowly, one at a time. While the blender is going, and this is called tempering your eggs. And tempering your eggs is important because if I just dumped the eggs in the hot coffee, I would have cooked eggs and it would curdle and it would be like scrambled eggs in your coffee, which is gross. But if you slowly add it while the blender is blending, it warms the egg up without cooling the coffee off, by the way. It's still hot coffee. While it's blending it into the hot liquid, and it stays liquid, which it's a alchemic thing. I don't understand it, but that's how it works. I don't care if that I don't understand it either. And I am It's like a carnivore cappuccino when I get done. It's very foamy and frothy and creamy and yummy. Adding the butter really makes it. The salt gives it that pumpkin spice flavor, because Thieves in your coffee is like pumpkin spice. So if you put it, put them all together, it's like going to Starbucks and getting a pumpkin latte, to be honest. Only it doesn't spike my blood sugar, and it doesn't give me the for the rest of the day from the cream. And it's good. It's all good. Tomorrow is the official day to vote. They've had early voting going on. Go out and vote, people. Get your vote on. Think about who you're voting for and think about why you're voting for them. And shame on Congress and the White House for holding up any funding for the people until after the election. I'll tell you, if it were me, well, it is me, I'm a voter, I would be thinking about how I was going to get rid of people that did shit like that. Just saying. I don't agree with this free spending stuff, because a lot of the spending is ridiculous. But there are people that are dying on the vine that need money. I have been very grateful for the fact that no matter what, I've been able to work through this pandemic. Because if I had to sit home, I'd be feeling sorry for myself and I'd be miserable. Seconds in the blender and we are good to go. Look at that yummy goodness. Just waiting. Alright, boys and girls, that's my coffee routine using my essential oils, Thieves, and some pumpkin spice that I made in advance, and butter, salt, and eggs. Stay warm, stay safe, and have a great day.